Father, the home. Fence them wrong as you fence wrong that so many garden. Father, do for them what they cannot do for themselves this hour, Lord. Father, outside there is not easy, Lord. Father, the road is rough and the road is tough. But remember the children, Lord. The teachers, wheresoever they meet them, Lord, please help them to control themselves. The principle I bring before you. Father, remember each and every one. Father, the youth this morning, blessed Lord, pass by every block this morning. Father, wheresoever they sit down and they thinking, Lord, Father, change your water into wine. Father, make them know that you are the God of yesterday, today, and forevermore. You are the God who do the body every good. This morning, blessed Lord, remember them. I bring the Prime Minister before you this morning. Father, look over that son. Father, teach him what to do and what to say. Father, keep him on praying ground. Make him know that I am the Lord thy God. Father, remember my ministers I bring before you. The opposition party this our Lord. Dr. Kid by name and by number, reach out and touch that son. Whichever I locate. Remember all the ministers this our Lord. Father, look over them, Lord. Guide and protect them this morning, blessed Lord. Father, remember your children. Father, remember your children this our blessed Lord. Father, you are the one that make each and every one of us. Father, remember us this morning, Lord. Father, remember the entire force I bring before you. Pass by our police station, Lord. Look over each and every one of them. The SSU I bring before you. Pass by every camp. Keep them, Lord, like an apple of an eye. My God and my King, remember each and every one of them. Father, all workers I bring before you this morning. Father, here and everywhere, Lord. Father, look over them. Father, remember the sick and afflicted one. Father, those on the hospital bed, those in the maternity ward, the nurses and the doctors. I bring them before you this morning, blessed Lord. All workers day this hour, blessed Lord. My God and my King. Joy you caught in this morning and give the country a peep down. My God and my King, hear my cry this morning, Lord. Father, attend unto my prayer. Father, from the end of the earth, will I cry unto thee when my heart is overwhelmed to lead me to the rock that is higher than I. This hour, blessed Jesus. Remember all your children, Lord. Remember each and every one, the sick and afflicted one, those in the home this hour, Lord. Pass by each and every one of them. Father, resurrect them if thou be so pleased, my God and my King. Father, you know those, Lord, what know you. You know those who don't know you. You know those who want to know you. But, Father, you accept all as your children this morning, blessed Lord. Remember the boat on the ocean. Father, remember each and every one of them. Remember the plane in the air. Remember the passenger and the pilot. Father, the buses and the driver, the conductor, the passenger. I bring each and every one before you this morning, blessed Lord. Father, all those I could mention and those I cannot mention, Lord. Father, remember all of you children this morning. That son this morning, I bring him before you. And I lift him up to you this hour, blessed Jesus. Father, take him in your kind care. Remember, your bread basket is in your hand. Father, your water pitch is our blessed Lord. My God and my King, whom we left behind. Each and every one of them in that home. Father, guide them and protect them. Bind them together like one bundle of stick that cannot be broken. Mr. Andrew this morning, Lord. Remember that son I bring before you. Father, lift him up, Lord. Remember, whom he left behind. Father, guide him and protect him, Lord. Bless him if thou be so pleased. The earth spring of his body, I bring them before you. All those who are the dwelling with, I bring them before you this morning, blessed Lord. My God and my King, his staff is in your hand. Each and every one of them, both male and female, they all is in your hand this morning, blessed Lord. Pass by that radio station. Lend them the broom of salvation. Strip it and strip it clean, Lord. Leave no winds where Satan could enter this morning, Lord. My God and my King. Take each and every one in charge this morning, blessed Lord. Remember them this morning, blessed Lord. Father, the one who had the sister sick, Lord, on the hospital bed this morning, I bring her before you in a marked and special way. And I lift her up to you this hour, blessed Lord. Fall back the bed where she lying upon. Touch her from the crown of she head to the sole of she foot. Make her what you want her to be this hour, Lord. Open she mouth that she able to say something, Lord. Father, open she eyes that she able to see, Master. The bed she lying upon, remember the four corner in it and the bonding center. Father, I know you could resurrect her if thou be so pleased. Father, try you caught in this morning and give her a peep down. Prop her on any bending side. Father, wish you weak, make her strong. My God and my King. Remember all the nurses are taking care of her. Remember all the family who are taking care of her. This our blessed Lord. Father, they are broken-hearted, but I know you are the God could do everybody every good. My God and my King. Remember that is our Lord. Father, you know about she name and you know about she number. Father, open she mouth and full it with good things. Father, she do able to speak, but I know through she mind, Lord. You able to tell us something, this our blessed Lord. My God and my King. All those who help in our Lord, remember them this hour, blessed Jesus, my God and my King. Have mercy on her this hour, blessed Lord. Mercy I ask and mercy is our total please. I am not complaining, I'm only asking you have favor this morning towards that daughter this hour, Lord. Remember our family this hour, Master, my God and my King. Remember my village and my people. As you taught me, disciples, to say, our Father which art in heaven, you say, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us the days our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil, for thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you very much.
Okay, pleasant day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Take care.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
How we live?
Hybrid life, living in the hybrid life.
Where you feel live?
Hybrid life, we're living in the hybrid life.
Ain't no more time we now watch phone bill. No that's with the contract is a sure thing. How with the new floor plan name? Hybrid. If you don't know about it, then they better slide in. How we live?
Hybrid life, living in the hybrid life.
Where you feel live?
Hybrid life, we're living in the hybrid life.
Jump in at it.
Hybrid life, living in the hybrid life.
Where you feel live?
Hybrid life, we're living in the hybrid life.
With Flow's new hybrid plan, postpaid and prepaid come together as one, with no overages, no contract, no deposit, and no catch.
Hybrid.
Bundle up now and get 15 gigabytes of data and 2,000 anywhere minutes for only $50 per month, plus a discounted smartphone.
You see the new phone plan that Flow made? You could turn postpaid to prepaid.
Rendec Community Partnership Initiative.
The classrooms that were refurbished as a result of this project really were not conducive to installing ICT into the classroom. Many of the windows were not functional. The security to the actual rooms themselves were insufficient. At the Maribor campus, the roof was also termite infested. The college is extremely appreciative.
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Terrace in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many, many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to RealFM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
The mature ladies are about to entertain you with class, elegance, and sophistication. It's Miss Mature and Marvelous on Sunday, July 16th, Shantimel Playing Field. Presented by the Shantimel Organization for Development as part of Shantifest 2023. Come see Miss Moncraven and Mount Rodney, Miss Charlie, Miss Shantimel, Miss Duquesne, Miss Coast Guard, and Miss River Sally. A must-attend event. Miss Mature and Marvelous on Sunday, July 16th, Shantimel Playing Field. Starting time 6 p.m. Price of admission only $20. Children 11 and under, you pay $10. Tickets available at Calico in Sauters and Guelph, Master Shop in Shantimel. Any Shantimel Organization for Development member or any contestant. It's Miss Mature and Marvelous, Sunday, July 16th. Don't miss it.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Good morning again, guys. As we head over to the Met office, we're speaking with Miss Tricia Miller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to listeners of Real FM. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east-southeast at 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 13.1 millibars, which is below the mean, but it's rising. Present temperature 28 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 27.5 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 63.5 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and slightly hazy, with light to moderate afternoon showers, and there's also a low chance of lightning and thunder. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides will be high around 11 a.m. and low about 5 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:37. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:50. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy, and slightly hazy, with light to moderate afternoon showers and a low chance of lightning and thunder. From the Met Office, Tricia Miller.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Carriacou is the place to be, August 4th to the 7th, for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme, Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jumper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Somebody said, we money up, we jumping up, we money up. Oh, na, na, na. Well, what do you know? The NLA is giving you an additional chance at winning in its crazy cash second chance parish giveaway. Yes! Starting June 10th, enter your non-winning Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway tickets valued at $12 or more in a single purchase for a chance to win over $25,000 in cash. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before dropping them in the NLA branded box at your favorite authorized agent. Draws will be conducted every Friday starting June 23rd to July 21st, 2023 for every parish and aired on GBN TV at 8 p.m. That's a total of 105 draws of $250 each. Promotion ends July 14th, 2023. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 31st, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true.
TV just got smarter. Introducing Hub TV from Flow. Enter the new era of entertainment with a voice-activated remote. No need to remember your favorite channels. Just say it and see it. That is, if you could pick something. Because now you get live video on demand plus all your streaming services together in one wireless box. It's time to experience entertainment the smart way. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more info.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
You tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is if frequent commenter here. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash their lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So me plea are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging now we and I did one week. Prophesy to the country. Streets turn into rivers, then into seas. It's why I'm singing. Now this is my humble petition. Announce the date for election. Go now, please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. Honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That few might stuff their pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I tell them go. Make it sooner than later. To protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation. Go. To safeguard our women.
Morning again, guys. Just a small announcement before we get into the show. Remember to visit Velma's restaurant and bar inside of St. Patrick's. That's High Street inside of St. Patrick's. This morning for breakfast, she has coconut bakes with saltfish and smoky rain. And you got herbal tea with that. For lunch, she has fig and saltfish, basmati rice and chicken, fish, potato salad, and you got local juice. And of course, my favorite in the afternoon time, burgers and fries. Digwe?
Peace, my brother.
Peace.
And to all the listeners of RealFM for Real Expressions for Wednesday 12th, July 2023, Political Wednesday, where everything or anything political could be discussed on RealFM, Igwe. So what's up with you?
I good. I did.
How the week so far?
Not too bad, too slow. I was doing some manual labor, but I good.
Yeah. Well, great. That still remain my constituency, Igwe. RealFM is my parliament and the people's spokesman. 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 I'm blessed and protected by the Ancient of Days. Igwe, I must give some commendation to the Commissioner of Police. Because we came here and we spoke about the plight of the Victoria Police Station and in terms of transport, Igwe. And then we saw some movement in terms of transport and in terms of the mole in the station. I think some move is to move the personnel from the station to the Victoria Hotel or something like that, which is a very, very good thing. Which is a very, very good thing. So we must give commendation to the Commissioner of Police. You understand? But at the same time, COP, take a bow. Because information reaching us was that T5705 was given for the weekend. But information say when they bring it back Monday, the COP himself.
Send it back.
You see, keep it up there.
Yeah.
So, take a bow, COP. Don't let them orders try to make you look ordinary. But COP, with that said, we catch you doing something good, so we saying it here. Hats off to you. But at the same time, Mr. COP, the police, the Royal Grenada Police Force, had a press brief. And I will tell you straight, Mr. COP, don't let Mr. Vani Cohen make you look ordinary. Because Mr. COP, you say crime was on the upside, but Vani say crime going down. But everybody else in Grenada, no crime going up. Mr. COP, the messenger could affect the message. And that particular messenger, the people in Grenada does not believe this guy. People all say he doesn't speak the truth. And he's a man of words. And to hear he was fumbling, he will tell a story, you know. Like in American football, they say, don't fumble in the end zone because you don't get no touchdown. So Mr. Vani fumbled in the end zone, so he didn't get no touchdown with that press conference, Mr. COP. So next time, my advice to you, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Because that's a weak attempt by Mr. Cohen in terms of some statistics with crime and decrease in crime and 2% decrease and he's saying 20%. I can't think people still don't know what he say. Because they come to me and say, Master Carly does be on the radio and he does be talking about these things and them. So speak. But Mr. COP, I still need to speak to you. Because you have those among the security apparatus of the state, Igwe. What's saying here, 3 prison commissioners in the post now, and nothing no still happening. Persons among the national security apparatus. And COP, whilst we at it and we having that discussion, the national security apparatus, Mr. COP, which basically the 3 most senior persons in that is the Prime Minister 1, the advisor on the National Security Advisor, and you, COP, still remain silent on the spiraling crime situation in this country. So, Mr. COP, you, instead of Mr. Cohen, need to come out and address the nation, because remember, the message could be lost because of the messenger. So my advice to you, Mr. COP, either you, the National Security Advisor, and the Prime Minister, which is the Minister of National Security, ought to come and address the nation on the spiraling crime situation. I'm not coming here to make anybody scared. I'm not scaremongering, but it is a real concern. Because people are meeting me every day, calling me, and saying, Master Carl, well, why is the crime situation? Because even Mr. Martin may have his shortfalls equally. One thing you could have get, a press conference like last week day, Mr. Martin would have been on a press conference. So COP, don't hide. Like I give you kudos for the Victoria situation, I give you kudos for the sorties you're trying to address it. So let me catch you doing something good again by coming out and have some discussions with the nation on the spiraling crime situation in this country. Mr. COP. Now, Igwe, when we see the type of government we have, and I want you to line up that clip for me, we go forward and we see the government we have is by the least How the cocky people say? No, what they say by the least competent people?
No, but
well, play that for me, for the people today, because I want to go somewhere with that, because there are some clips with Mr. Joseph Andal to prove what is really going on. So play that, and then we'll get into the clips.
And I think this is how we describe our government. This is a real word. It's not made up.
Okay.
It has Greek origins. It is called a kakistocracy. Google it. A kakistocracy.
Surely you're making things up now.
Google it.
I mean, I love the word, but what is the meaning?
Okay. You Google it, and you tell me the meaning.
Okay.
And tell me this does not adequately describe our government.
Now I'm typing kaki into my work computer.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Kakistocracy.
Kakistocracy.
Kakistocracy. And give me the definition.
Literally, a government by the worst people.
A government by the worst people, Igwe.
So I have two clips by Mr. Andal I will play, and I will draw the parallel. You have them?
Mm-hmm.
Let's play.
You can't have a situation where your general hospital is understaffed, under-equipped, women going in there healthy and losing their babies for very preventable reasons. We have to do better than that in and for our country to do that. Poverty is on the increase. Everywhere you turn, people are struggling and suffering.
So play that again, because I want people to hear that Mr. Andal.
To do that. Poverty is on the increase. Everywhere you turn, people are struggling and suffering.
The Foreign Affairs Minister say poverty is on the rise. All the way you look, people struggling. He also talked about the hospital. That his words, not mine, Igwe. But he said those words when he was in opposition. Mr. Andal, first of all, in terms of the hospital, speak to your colleague, Senator Lacrette, or the medicine and hospital services and the staff, and people going and make baby, and baby don't making it because of no apparent reason. So, Mr. Andal, you knew those things and them. So what is the reason? As the Bible says, what hinders thou? Because a man of God was speaking to the Ethiopian eunuch Igwe. And when they reach a pool of water, because baptism is by water, he asked the man of God, what hinders thou for me not to get baptized? So, Mr. Andal, what is hindering you and this government from fixing the hospital? Because all you have grand plans to build teaching hospital, but the one presently need fixing and all of the concern. So, the same thing he was saying, Mr. Andal. When you have time and you're not out of state, because it doesn't come in your constituency because you're too busy, meet Mr. Lacrette, Senator Lacrette, and say, watch, Mr. Lacrette, things not right in the hospital. Fix it. Mr. Telesford, I know you're listening. So advise Mr. Andal with the same venom, with the same energy he had, tell him to speak to Mr. Lacrette and tell him to fix the situation in the hospital. Play that clip again of the hospital for me, because I want people to hear and understand.
You can't have a situation where your general hospital is understaffed, under-equipped, women going in there healthy and losing their babies for very preventable reasons. We have to do better than that in and for our country.
So what happened to the hospital, Mr. Andal? Igwe, when I joined the RGPF in 1992 November. So the other day, well, we see down on the square that time we will train up on Fort George. And one of the instructors, he living closer around here, they just call him Doc. Living down the road down there. He came among us, you know, and so we start making like complaints to Doc. And Doc say, watch. All you thought was when I stay in town and I see smoke up here, I thought was hammer the boiling. Doc say, boots were burning up here. Joseph Andal. When I was thinking beating up on Dr. Mitchell and the NNP, I thought was hammer the boiling. Now boots were burning. How they say? Boots on the ground?
Boots on the ground.
Right now, nothing on the ground. So Mr. Andal, you see, I like to advise, give advice. And my simple advice to you, Mr. Andal, is sick Senator Lockhart out, pull him up in a corner and say, watch, Senator, they run my mouth on the hospital, but nothing do improving, let me fix it. And maybe then we go see some improvement in the hospital and we go stop your lies about the medication and so on. And play the next one when you talk about poverty and so on.
To do that. Poverty is on the increase. Everywhere you turn, people are struggling and suffering.
Also true, Mr. Arnold, people are struggling and hurting. And so far, all this government had to offer Igwe was adding 700 people to the seed list. A program they beat up on him. They call it all kind of names. Play the one where the Prime Minister talk about the 650 for them to hear. They beat up on it. They call it handout. They call it all kind of names. Here the Prime Minister describe it.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making 650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you 350 and 450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens, who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you. For people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
So Igwe, so I have another request to Mr. Andal. Mr. Andal, now that you know people hurting, now that you know poverty on the rise, now that the Prime Minister know, or he say if the NNPD care about people that are ready to 650, Mr. Andal, please, make a better try. Please, don't make no mama, guys. So tell the Prime Minister or remind the Prime Minister about the 650 in terms of the seed program. Don't add 700 people and make it a big thing when you know the reason. Because here, Mr. Play the last thing we stand about the poverty. Because I like the own words there, Igwe.
You like the receipt on them?
Yeah.
To do that. Poverty is on the increase. Everywhere you turn, people are struggling and suffering.
So Mr. Andal know poverty is on the increase. Everywhere you go, people are struggling and hurting. The World Bank say anything under 650, the Prime Minister say. The Prime Minister say if the NNP administration they care about people that make it 650. So are we to assume by he and Mr. Andal and them not making it 650 that they don't care about nobody because that he's watching. And play that clip again because this morning I want them to speak, not really me. Play the clip of the Prime Minister talk about the 650 because he give reasons, you know.
So let me zero in. You have a seed program. The World Bank says if you're making 650 or less, you're poor. Yet still, the seed program is only paying you 350 and 450. They are aware of the World Bank report. Why then raise the seed program to $650 or more? So if they were interested in truly alleviating poverty or truly helping you, they would raise the figure to $650 or more. So I'm saying to all of the persons who are genuinely on the seed program, particularly our older citizens who would have worked to help build Grenada, the seed program should be for you, for people who are differently able, for elder citizens.
So, Igwe, so Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Andal, NMP was paying $350, and you say that not enough. But you take out $150, so $200 enough. So if all you really care, that the Prime Minister was, if they care. So, Igwe here, a man give you $150, and the next man say he don't care. The man what say the one I don't care, take out from the $150. So who fool you know? Mr. Andal. And you hear the Prime Minister was, because you see, they know what he was about to do to the seed program. He said, those persons who are genuinely on the seed program. Because what we hear in recent times, and they can't doubt it, Igwe, is that they say this program was corrupted. No. Mr. Tell us what I'm talking to you, because you don't listen to me, so I'm talking to you. What was and where is the findings of the last audit report on the seed program? We'll take a break and be back here.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Oasis Pet and Garden, located in Westerhall, St. David's, has supplies for all your pets, fish, cats, dogs, and bird supplies, including bird food, cages, shampoos, soaps, and much more. Also available are agricultural products such as rat poisons, fertilizers, garden sprinklers, insecticides, and vegetable seeds. Wholesale prices available on selected items. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thinking about your pet or garden? Give us a call. Contact 403-7379 or 437-3532. Email oasisgrenada1@gmail.com. Oasis Pet and Garden, a home for farmers.
Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do thin stuff. Garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on, people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me, no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash their lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley, but they wouldn't sue the false papers crew. I don't need no close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people, please, because you taking a beating. So maybe I repeating go. They're like a natural disaster now. 10 times worse than Ebola, like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I begging. Now we and I did one week. From the side to the country, streets turn into rivers, then into seas. It's why I'm singing. Now this is my humble petition. Another date for election. Go now, please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, they too greedy, eyes too beady. Honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That a few might stuff the pocket, but not crack it by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later. To protect the future, please. For the sake of we children and the next generation. Go. To safeguard our image. Before Griffith cause more damage. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on the knees. And I beg you, go now. They try to stick me with rage me. They have more trick than Houdini. Streams turn into rivers, then into seas. That's why I sing it. Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses.
Yes, Igwe, we back. And listeners, just before you went to the break, when the Honorable Prime Minister was speaking about seed, he mentioned those persons who are genuinely on the seed program. And I tell you, on this station here, we tell you crime have two main elements, the actus reus and the mens rea. The guilty mind and the act itself. So the guilty mind to do what they do to the seed program or so since then by saying those who are genuinely on the program. Because since then, Igwe, they believed that there are persons who was not genuine on the program. So as Ms. George indicated, Igwe, when she had a meeting with the PS said, "Watch, the thing corrupt and we have to fix it." So they came with the mindset that it was corrupt. One of the programs the World Bank and others using as a flagship program, an ordinary PS saying it corrupt. Even so much as when she attempted to give Mr. Telesford an overview, he said 10 minutes you have. So asking Mr. Telesford, the last audit report for seed, what it say and where is it? How many persons is the question that has been removed from the seed program? But what catch my attention when Ms. George was speaking on the issues, you see, when she presented a comprehensive report to Mr. Telesford, she said he appear like he looking for PTRs, you know, like when you get a children book to read, they looking for PTR in the book, they don't study to read what they need. Like Donald Trump, they more looking for PTR. You see, like he just think like he looking for something. And then you come in and say all kind of things about the program when you was not in a position to listen or to get guidance. And so when we say we have a government of the least capable people, these are the facts. To support that, the least suitable people. Because you come in with a program, you don't want to hear about it. The PSA is corrupt already. Since in the campaign you're saying out who are genuinely and non-genuinely on it. You say if they care about you, they go raise it to 350, but as you come, you take out 150. So we are governed by a group of the least capable people in this country. And that is something we cannot, should not, will not, and must not sit down and allow to go on. Because I always say, Igwe, where there is no shame, anything could happen. And these bunch of people present in government has proven time and time again, no shame. Mr. Andal, I tell you, speak to Mr. Lacret. And at the same time, speak to the Prime Minister about the poverty and the cost of living in this country. Because you know, because you said so. So, you don't guiltless, you know, Mr. Andal. You don't guiltless. Speak to the Prime Minister and speak to Mr. Telesford about the seed program and tell him the nation want to know, because I am conducting the nation business, not NDC business, the nation's business. So the people want to know how much I'll take out, because all you what coming and tell people I'll add 700, nobody in a sky that. I'll make a kind of big song and dance, so I'll add 700. But adding 700 persons to a program that is designed for the least fortunate among us is not something to be happy about. Because if you take governance, and hear what happened, and a person must understand, and I want them to challenge that. Ms. George say, in the year before they came into office, only 6 or 7 households was added to the program after assessment, you know. But you come and within 1 year, Igwe, You add 700, you know. And watch. And you have them bright people and them among us. What sat there and they clap when they say they add 700 to a program for the poorest of the poor people. You know. If you have to add 700, that means what assault. Things bad. Things get worse. But those among us who claim to know, they say, good, add 700. But you don't tell us how it take out. Because the woman that went by MP Kate Lewis last Sunday and cry about blind and deaf and all to take out. And many countless stories, citizen rule and others. Because you have evidence, we already remove people. You not just be saying that, so how much persons has been removed? You make any progress, Gates?
Good.
How much people have made any move? So you ready?
Yeah.
Folks, this morning we have a guest in studio. He's a man of the culture. He sings parang, he sings calypso. And he's here to give us a taste of his rendition for this year. Morning, Small welcome to Real FM, Real Expressions and Political Wednesday. And I know you're a man you're afraid to dabble in the politics. So after we deal with this song, we go speak a bit about it. So he will give us a taste of the song and then Small go thing. So let's do that.
I know you could comprehend. My PM, I want you help me defend. Imagine the man just got in power. He says his grenade a biggest liar. Said the man is an attorney of law. Yes, the man is a big liar. But in case you still want a clue, he wanna go big case against workers for SGU. The man is a liar. Said by the stroke of the pen, every contract shall end and everyone shall be prominent. The man is a liar. He increased his salary, decreasing money, which he said should be $650. That man is a liar. To get the nurses to hush, he top up the post with 500 every month. That man is a liar. Yes, a real big liar. That man is a professional liar. I'm telling you deep in that conversation, he said he not speaking about profession, oh God. The PM is a real nice guy, but people said he better than Born to Lie. I say, well, mister, you puzzling me, because Born to Lie is an attorney. Well, the man get vexed and he start to cross. Take transformation in your shot A, and you could make yourself a big clown. And right about now, his boots on the ground. The man is a liar. He promised the nation before consultation that he close in MNIB. The man is a liar. He promised us to rent a plane and he come back and say he ain't renting the plane again. That man is a liar. He told us to take heed. He will control the weed. He will trap it in the ocean. That man is a liar. Yes, a big liar. I say that man is a professional liar. During the campaign, the man said this. His is a big lion now from the east, oh God. And at the same time tell us in we face, as a liar he never lost a case. So I say let's stop that conversation. The PM make it clear what his profession. He said he listened to GBN radio, I call on name cities Roro. He say he feeling sorry and feeling sad. The Prime Minister really lying bad. This man is a liar. He promised the nation cabinet conclusion with NNP and a
Yes, Smallak. Talk us through your mindset and to get to that point, to pen that and so on.
Well, I mean, it wasn't that difficult, you know, if you're living in Grenada and paying attention to present the issues. I mean, you know, it was fairly easy to put together.
So the man would see that Grenadians walking around with a smile on their face, he's a liar. Well,
I wasn't able to answer that one.
So no, what gave you the? I mean, living in Grenada here, yes, but a lot of us know that, but very few are really ready to speak out loud what is going on in Grenada, because there are persons out there. Anytime you open your mouth, it's like you shouldn't speak, you don't have a right and so on.
Well, I'm a victim.
But you seem to be a fearless guy. So,
of course. I mean, I smile, but my back bad. Yeah, you know. Well, and let me tell you straight up. And I would, as you say, we'll tackle like politics in between, so I'll have no problem with that. No, I've been around the NDC organization for a number of while. As a matter of fact, I would have served at the highest level in terms of the national executive, right? And I have to tell you, it is the most deceptive organization I ever worked with. And I say that with no apology. I mean, I have personal experiences, a lot of experiences that, you know, things that I've gone through. And then coming back to the song per se now, you know, even leading up to the election, there was a lot of things that have been said on the campaign trail, you know, and I think that some of the Grenadian people would have buy into it, you know. So in the song, you know, I decided, well, okay, I would have to touch some of them issues and show some of the lies, you know, some of the blatant lies. I mean, and all the lies are clear. I mean, and if you listen to the song actually speaks for itself, because everything I say in the song is reality. I'm not saying anything that what is false. Yeah.
But as we on the topic of untruths and so on, and in recent days, I don't know if you had the opportunity to listen to Ms. George on different outputs, speaking of the seed program, and the impression Mr. Tellers what the Prime Minister and others gave to the nation about the seed. Ms. George debunked all those things on them. As a matter of fact, Ms. George said since the PS came in the first meeting there with them, she see how the program corrupt without even understanding the program.
Yeah.
She said she prepared a document for the minister Tellers for, and only 10 minutes he had enough to give to it. What is your view on what is really going on in the country, Smallak?
Yeah, well, as I said, I think that actually we had take we got into reverse gear, and as I said, I mean, I'll say those things without no apology. We got into reverse gear from the time this new administration come in. Honestly, when they came in, even though I was not supporting them anymore, I was willing to give them an opportunity to see if they could better the things what they promised, what they said they were going to deliver. But then, you know, when I sit back and I've seen a lot of victimization. I myself have been experiencing victimization. And I could just give you a small example in terms of victimization I would have experienced recently. Now, I'm an electrician to my profession, right? And there was a Grenadian returning national who came back to build a house, and he was inquiring around, searching for an electrician. He had to get a building contractor, and somebody gave him my number and called me, and I went over to that particular site. And Master Calland actually happening in St. Patrick's East, Right. When I went to the site, I met the owner who want to erect the building and the building contractor. And from the time I arrived on the scene, the builder would have addressed me by saying, I don't want no NNP person come and work on the NDC project. And I was stunned. And I replied to that contractor and I said to the contractor, well, I'm a Grenadian. And he said, Grenadian what? And I see you performing on Kate stage, jumping up and singing, sticking with Kate and whatever. But anyhow, myself and the contractor, we went ahead, have the discussion. I would have able to give him a quotation or a pricing on the spot, which he told me that, okay, I agree and he's going to work with it. And he told me, well, okay, by the next day, I would forward some information for him for you to get the materials, what we need to start the project. Within half an hour, because I left here and the contractor on the site, within after an hour, the owner of the building called me back and tell me, Mister, I'm very sorry, I won't able to give you that work again. Because he said that he would have a problem with the builder if he give me the work. Yeah. So I'm just letting you know that the level of victimization, it is out there, it is real. Mm-hmm. And I just give you that one example. I mean, there are many other examples I could give, but I just give one example with my own personal experience.
Like I always say, Small Axe, with the combination of the present administration, and I always say, because I just play something and say we are governed by the least capable set of people right now. Yes, but listen this. I expected by the combination, a lot of men who we couldn't judge them on their work ethic because they never work no way.
Yes, I agree.
And those who have worked, maybe they ceased to work for a while, or they went into their own thing. So I expected a little bit of corruption and so on, but I didn't expect it to be so blatant.
Actually, definitely.
Like it's systematic corruption, and you have persons among us who claim to be the conscience of the nation, supporting that.
Yes, definitely.
Because there was a time these people used to be very vocal,
of course,
on issues of national importance, and one cannot fault them for being vocal. But now, where is the energy?
Yeah, well, everybody gone back in the shell.
And for the few persons who continue to speak, is everything, and then they're not dealing with the issues. To say, well, Small Axe see that happening, and here's evidence with that do happening. Small Axe, we're talking about corruption. The Prime Minister, by his own admission on one of the media outlets, say that he and the present Minister of Finance does recuse themselves from cabinet when certain discussions on the CBI come.
Hold on, I love that.
That has to be madness.
Well, that is craziness.
The chairman of the cabinet.
Yeah, that is craziness.
Added to that, the chairman of the cabinet, for all intention purposes, was either maybe a CBI agent. The Minister of Finance was either maybe, because they just take out the phone number and so on, and the email address on the thing. But here's what. The agent is the one that has direct communication with the investor.
Of course.
Now listen what the thing comes sticky in. So even you recuse yourself, but you have to give the final sign off.
Yeah.
But here what the thing comes in. Now the investor, when he wants a favor, like concession, he goes to the Minister of Finance. In Grenada case, one agent was the Minister of Finance. He switched the ministry and give it to another agent, the Minister of Finance. So the investor deals with the agent, but you find now the investor has to go back to the agent for concession. And then in the situation with the lever development, the agent before June 2022 used to be somebody, and all of a sudden the agent changed to somebody close to the Prime Minister. The envoy.
Yes.
And then we hear the Prime Minister say the developers gonna do some like community center or something in his constituency.
Yeah.
This thing is corruption.
It is corruption. As I tell you, the whole thing. I mean, if you look at the GDP Bank with all this.
What we do reaching.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's a whole set of double standard. You know, the thing what the NDC party preach and practice, the same thing they say they wouldn't do. I mean, they get worse now. A matter of fact, I was having a conversation with NDC activists, and maybe he feeling ashamed to speak out, as they say, you know, the body with the mouth closed. And he was telling me that, you know, that he think it's the worst NDC administration he had ever worked with. And that coming from NDC itself, telling me that personally. So that just that some of them are just feeling, you know, shame and the pride, they're afraid to come out.
The Prime Minister gave an address or a speech or a talk to the nation on the 1 year stewardship of the government. But then he with all fairness to him, he credited artificial intelligence for doing this speech. But small as the Prime Minister failed to address the unemployment situation in it.
Of course.
He failed to address the health situation.
Yeah.
He failed to address the crime situation, which is of concern to the people of this nation. And he couldn't bother or care less to talk about it.
Yeah, you know, and what really worries me about the whole crime situation, you know, most time, you know, persons speak out. You know, you have some activists out there who always coming up to defend, you know, and tell you in NNP time it was also in NNP time it was this. I mean, if you come in and you say you have a transformational agenda and you're planning to transform and to fix, I mean, transformation to mean to fix or to make better.
Yeah.
So if you meet something in a particular way, I don't see the need for comparison. If you come in now, you have to fix.
But if you listen the Prime Minister and the ministers in the utterances, one of the reasons they're afraid to face real media because they just lie. So the Prime Minister said on his first or one of the oldest interview after becoming Prime Minister with a Tobago outlet, he said, we campaign on a transformational agenda.
Yes.
But it is about restorative justice. And we see in restorative justice because they taking work from you and give somebody else.
Yes.
That is restorative justice.
Yeah. And it's plain to see.
And it is so blatant. And nobody says nothing. And listen, and the thing is so systematic that the organs or the organizations in this country set up to deal with that, they mash it up all. They mash up the FIO.
Yeah, yes.
So, white collar and financial crime and terrorist thing could happen here. They could have a bingo and give people an old car, no standard. They give him an old car.
Yeah.
The mirror falling out there to tie it up.
Bingo car no good.
Yeah, the old car. Captain Harris know about that.
Yeah.
They do that. The Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission, they mash it up. So
yeah.
A man now, nobody know how much money Andy and them start with.
Yeah.
So they could leave government as a millionaire and nobody don't.
I know. Yeah. They just destroy every institution.
The Royal Grenada Police Force, they mashing it up.
Yes, I agree.
They bring back some retirees. The only thing they bring to the force in the whole thing of crime, after you promise police so much, you would make them have to stay in the station more days.
Yeah.
They used to work 3 and 2, now they have to work 4 and 2.
Okay.
And these are the people who could check and balance people, they mash them up all.
Yeah, correct, you're correct.
And persons who they feel they need, they boasting about retroactive payment for pension. Only 2% of the population affected by that.
Yeah.
And like I always say for the Christmas, ham, don't sell.
Of course.
Egg didn't scare their indication.
Yes,
and to compound and to confirm all what we've been saying, Smaller, about the country, they add 700 persons to the the poverty list.
Yeah, you know, and if you want your economy to really generate or to circulate, you must touch these people only, these small people. If these people are not feeling you, then you're in problem. And to me, it's like they're not on the ground, because people are speaking on the ground, and I don't know if they're not listening or they're not hearing what the whole thing, you know.
Small ass. in the St. Andrews economy alone,
yeah,
when the NNP was around and he saw the deep bushing program, every fortnight in St. Andrews alone, 1.7 million is to be paid.
Yes, yeah.
There has to be money circulating, disposable income.
Yes.
When that money was paid, small, the boss man gets something. The bar gets something. The fisherman gets something. The hairdresser gets something. The barber gets something.
Mm-hmm.
The small village shop gets something.
Definitely.
The business places in Grenville get something. So like $1.7 million.
Yes.
This present administration holding back from the people.
Yeah.
And therefore St. Andrews alone.
Yeah, well, all right, you're correct.
So on a national
basis,
outlook, every fortnight it should be about $12 million.
Yeah.
In the economy.
National economy. Yeah.
No wonder why everybody balling.
Yeah. And it's real.
And these are the real issues. So when you hear one man come and say people walking around with a smile, you have to ask if that man living here. As far as we cannot stop advocating. But you being a Calypsonian, Smallaks, and a lot ado was made about the Calypso and Calypsonian. A man say Calypso is the opposition. Calypso was on the days of the plantation. They used to sing Calypso when they want to kill master and burn down the plantation. Calypso, a man say he's singing for the weak, the humble, and the poor. All that they say about Calypso, Bob say all kind of thing on Calypso. But now, the Calypsonian, I don't know if they drink some kind of shit. Everybody singing still about NNP.
No, well, I mean
what really going on?
And I wouldn't afraid to say it. I mean, it happened in my own tent. I mean, and I'm kind of shocked. But again, people are right to sing what they want to sing. But
I agree.
Yeah.
But the same set of people, my thing, Smallaks, is consistency.
Of course.
The same set of people used to say Calypso is the opposition. I could remember a time. Just hold on 1 second. PNM won in Trinidad.
Yeah.
And a man say, watch, I'm the opposition watcher because Crow can sing, Alos can sing, because the government import.
Yeah.
So I'm the opposition, but I see the Calypso taking side now. Calypso just take side in
yes.
And then they want to say all kind of thing about people, but what they have to know, people have all available means to defend themselves.
Of course, definitely.
We have a call on the line, we go take it. Morning, caller.
Morning, Master Carl. Morning, Igwe. Morning, Smallaks.
Morning.
Right, let me tell you something, man. For whom I know politics, right now, greater enter what I call a deep state. And who know what a deep state means in the diaspora to understand. We right now cannot continue speaking because I hear people on other programs enjoying the discrimination of going on in Greater, and for some reason, like them living in Cloud 9 with delusions. We have crime on a high right now and people saying Greater nice. Money is not spending, and you hear people saying they go and hustle. The mere fact that you have to go and hustle and go from place to place because the money is not in an area where it's supposed to be. Right? I want to hear people advocating and saying it's only NNP people that have a seed program, and NNP was running the seed. When you hear Mrs. George come out and talk and saying what was happening in that ministry that number 10 happened to be leading, and now you're seeing the combination with her and other members of this NEC party, you wonder what was going on, right? No, I will never ever say that NNP was perfect or was doing everything correct in my view. But what I'm seeing right now is blatant and blatantly these people are disrespecting Regatta. You understand? Now they're trying to silence people on radio for talking. They're sending death threats. Come on. That never happened for the last 9-10 years in Regatta. That was never happening. And it's like these people want to punish you for voting NNP, Jed. Come on. What nonsense is this? Because you vote for NNP 2 times, 15 seats. We need to stop. And Master Carl, people like you and Dr. and Mr. Pierre and Andrew, let's keep speaking it because trust me, without you guys, we will just be going to that dojo. You guys have a good morning.
Bless.
What is instructive there? Miss George came out and said she says Smallaks.
Yes.
And none of them officially cannot come out and say what she says.
No, and that's how they stop. When you hear they can respond to you, they usually just go back in the shell and stay silent. Yeah, and that is acknowledgement to prove that, you know, you are speaking the truth. Yeah.
Let me get a little touch on it again, Igor.
Just about it, like you read me mind.
A Grenadian man up in Miami, pick up the phone and telephone me, oh God. Small axe, I know you could comprehend. My PM, I want you help me defend. Imagine the man just got in power. He says his Grenada biggest liar. Said the man is an attorney of law. Yes, the man is a big liar. But in case you still want a clue, he wanna go big case against workers for SGU. The man is a liar. Said by the stroke of the pen, every contract shall end and everyone shall meet permanent. The man is a liar. He increases salary, decreasing money, which he said should be $650. That man is a liar. To get the nurses to hush, he top up the post with 500 every month. That man is a liar. Yes, a real big liar. That man is a professional liar. I'm telling you deep in that conversation, he said he not speaking about profession, oh God. He said he loved the PM, he's a real nice guy, but people said he better than Born to Lie. I say, well, mister, you puzzling me, because Born to Lie is an attorney. Well, the man get vexed and he start to cause. Take transformation in your shot A, and you could make yourself a big clown. And right about now, his boots on the ground. The man is a liar. He promised the nation before consultation that he close in MNIB. The man is a liar. He promised us to rent a plane and he come back and say he ain't renting the plane again. That man is a liar. He told us to take heed. He will control the weed. He will trap it in the ocean. That man is a liar. Yes, a big, big liar. I say that man is a professional liar.
Malak, well put together.
Thanks very much.
And like you didn't have to search for him.
No, I tell you, man, everything was right there at my disposal.
According to in their own words, by the stroke of a pen.
By the stroke of a pen, yeah.
and these are the things some people trying to defend. Now, I'm all for supporting your political organization.
Yeah.
But there are things of national importance or issues of national importance which ought not to be looked at through a political lens.
I agree with that totally.
And if the situation in the country is of such, it takes everybody to have it fixed.
Of course.
So you cannot take side and calling them, they're referring to people who they believe they're supporting them by all kind of names.
Yes. And that's
and how you asking the same set of people to help you build a nation when you're treating them as some outcasts?
Yeah, well, definitely. They have a way how they try to, divide and rule. That's the way how they operate. They want to be in control of everything, and you must just do what they say. And
look at the crime situation in terms of the murders.
Yes.
And I keep telling people, it touch a state where we have to be concerned, because the State Department sends out advisory to its citizens.
Yes.
And then the world over does take those advisories. And because the amount of murder we have is a matter for concern.
Of course.
So whether NNP, NDC, GULP in power, if we have 11 murders for the first half of the year, is a matter of concern.
Is for all of us. Yeah, definitely. You're correct with that.
The situation with the fella John T. or what is his name, and he thinks so wrong in that is a matter of concern.
Oh, yeah, big concern too.
So when people ask, and the police have a press conference, and Mr. Cohen and others fail to address the issues which people go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning thinking about. So it's not about nobody beating up on the government, but what we want answers. And the Minister of National Security, the National Security Advisor and the Commissioner is not coming to the people and giving them any information or making them believe, okay, we got this, we working on it. And all what has been done to fix crime in Green is to bring back men that retired from the force, and they didn't retire with glowing thing. Men didn't miss them on the go. The police are going to tell that they didn't miss them. And nothing has been done of a scientific nature. Smallaks. Now, if you feel that men get having weapons and so on them, but you have it on Facebook showing everybody what you're collecting. Now, when people see that, is either A, you will make people really scared, or B, a man preparing so when he going out with his. So that is not a good way of bringing across that information.
At all.
And even if you are to legislate, some might say offensive weapon, the penalty too small. So let we try for 1 year and make the penalty high to try to deter people. You are the majority because when to go and bring all kind of legislation, it does rush the bill in 1 day. So rush a bill in 1 day to try something.
Definitely. Because we have to start somewhere.
Try something so a man know by the whole me that cutlass going in some fet. And you could write the legislation in a particular way to deter people.
Just as a deterrent.
A man know by what if I go in a fet and they get me cutlass, I go in on for 3 years. He had to start to think twice now. Because he want to learn. So if I want to go in a carnival activity and they go hold me and I go make 3 years or me street carnival, I think in all about that. So you have to try things, it's not just business as usual and saying you have 3 commissioners from the prison in the police force now and nothing no happening. Fix it.
You need action.
If you know that's what's going on, fix it, and you must address the nation. Morning call. Good morning.
Hello. Morning, gentlemen.
Hey.
How y'all guys doing?
What we did?
Master Carl? You're talking about bill in 1 day? Hardly ever Parliament go over the half day, you know.
Okay.
Hardly Parliament, since they've been calling Parliament, go over half day, and Parliament is something I always follow for all the years. I heard one radio announcer said this morning that there's he heard of another chopping and killing in St. David's yesterday evening.
We don't have the phones, somebody dying too, but I don't have the details, so I don't want to speculate. But you could speak if you have information.
I just heard him talk about that this morning. But you know something that is amazing? With all this amazing stupidness that you all are pointing out every day, I've never heard any of the activists of the government, of the party, NDC party, come out and refute the things that you all are saying.
No. They're talking about personal things.
I mean, these people, are they living in this country for real?
But your good friend say people walking around in the country smiling.
Well, I mean, he's an alien. I mean, sorry to say it, we know it. Actually, even if he physically is not an alien, Mentally, he has always been an alien in this country. He's so disconnected from what is really going on around him to put it into perspective. So I don't even wasting time bothering too much about him. He's a perfect example of the alien aspect. But the things are so blatant, so glaring, so obvious, and so hurting especially. People are feeling it. People are feeling it. And they are doing nothing to refute what the things that you all are saying. I mean is it complacency? And if it is complacent, they are complacent. Isn't it obvious that that is going to be to their detriment? I mean, do something about it, like your partner just said there, that he spoke to activist, one of the actual supporters, and the guy is disappointed, or the person is disappointed. I don't know if he's a guy or not, he's actually saying. But the guy is disappointed with the whole thing, and they need to come out a lot more. Even if it is for their own good. But I say that if it's going to be for their own good, otherwise everybody's going to get fed up with them in soon time. You know? The thing is turning out so hard that, for example, a time as now, when money used to be circulating in Grenada so much during the Kit Mitchell administration, people are feeling it in an amazing way. This debushing and road work issue is not a simple thing, you know. Given that the whole place is turning tourist nowadays, the whole place around where I am right now, standing, there's a road there that usually there are workers that clean it. I mean, you could hardly pass in it right now.
It used to be a road.
The thing is terrible. The thing is just simply terrible. And these are necessary projects. There are some areas that they used to be wasting time on. I could confirm that. But there are areas that you necessarily have to take care of. The government has to take care of it. The by roads, the back roads, and so on, especially. Take care, gentlemen.
And Smaller.
Yes.
The present government boasting out how much money they collect in, they boasting how much passport they sell. So that means they should have money to do those things on them.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I tell you, in St. Andrews alone, 1.7 million.
Yeah.
And the NNP had a history around Carnival. It used to be 6 fortnight.
Yes.
So almost $12 million would have been in the economy of St. Andrew.
Yes.
That's money.
Yeah.
And 12 by 6 out $72 million. So hear this thing, Smallaks, and one has to be real. You boasting that you pay $75 million to 2% of the population in pension. The debushing program over the 6 fortnight or 8 fortnight, when you do all the maths, it's almost the same amount of money, and you also feel it. Because you see people moving up and down. You also see things happening. But the million pay, that was one of the most dead Christmas he had.
Of course, and everybody just putting money tight up in the bank. You know, you're not circulating.
Man not taking all the money.
You're not circulating. If you want to see the thing run, you must deal with the small people, and that is simple logics.
Simple small logics. Man don't ask for much.
Yeah, simple logics. You know,
you get a little 10 days and so on.
Yeah.
$49.
You have a time. If you didn't drink a 2 beer before you drink it, if you didn't eat something nice, you buy it.
Yeah. You know, and I always had a problem, when you hear these people always speaking about, this handout and, they make these people lazy and so on. But it's simple again. If you give these people money, they would spend it. And they would spend it, whether they drink a beer, whether they buy a chicken and chips, they spending it. That is the key. It's circulating, and that is what you have to look at.
Disposable income, like commerce.
Yeah.
Good morning, Connor.
Good morning to you all gentlemen.
Speak up a little, Cliffy. I don't hear you loud.
Good morning to you all gentlemen.
Alright, how you doing?
I am alright for the time being.
Right?
I'm alright for the time being.
Okay.
Gentleman you have in the studio with you, I see him. I've never met him to speak to him, but I've seen him already. Small acts or something so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw him on more than one occasion, but we never spoke. So I don't really know him to that sense. I'm worried over something that I'm hearing. And I think it's a very serious decision or things that is happening. And I think, while I believe that the NMP is speaking out now, I think very little will be done out of those things, based on what the minister said. The present minister of Finance said on a program yesterday, I heard it with College Church, that the government is not going to study people with this little petty stupidness they're talking about 150 and whatnot.
So what the government go study?
I don't know. I don't know what he was saying. I'm telling you what I heard him say and the College Church program. It tells you that as far as the government concerned, they're not worrying with who crying out. The minister said that things are happy, things are good, money are spending. The person that get the money would have put away some and spend some. And as far as they're concerned, it's a set of old talk, people who are talking. Almost same thing to what the Prime Minister said, the Minister of Finance is saying. And that things are good with them financially. Things are good with them financially. Things are good in Grenada financially. That is what the minister said. If you didn't have the chance to listen to it, Mr. Carl, I would ask you to listen to the College program, that last program, and you will understand the things that the minister have just said. So it simply means that if you, I'm glad that NMP is speaking out now, but if we bring out, even though we talk out, the government doesn't have us, other persons, people who might be having a problem, they don't have them to study. And that's a serious, serious thing. The Prime Minister said openly that if the people that is, as far as the concern is 2 or 3 persons in Carriacou, and if they don't satisfy, they could go to the court. He said that happens all the time. Your people leave work and they take out people from work. So it's 2 or 3 people. So if 2 or 3 people lost their work in Carriacou, it's not a problem, as far as the Prime Minister said. These are serious thing. I don't know if we look at it as serious as it is, but it's a serious thing. So as far as the government concerned, once they have their backing, they don't worry about the rest of people. And we know for certain that one of the candidates that ran for the NMP have joined them. The lady said, with my very good friend, said that it's like she was there more than a year. She feels so happy that she was there more than a year. And she did said in the campaign, at the first campaign rally when she was to be inaugurated, she said this will be her last time in frontline politics because her children wanted to come home, time political rest. But this time she say she's there and she's asking all the people that vote for her the last time and NMP side to vote for her, to support her now and the NDC. That's a dangerous statement again. I hope the NMP is looking at people making those statements. Mr. Carl, I hope you look at those statements. When you have this kind of statement coming from people, to that extent, we have to be very careful with how you're picking your team. If the captain tell the bowler he's going and bowl and the bowler say, I don't ready to go and bowl yet, you, Mr. Carl, is a cricketer, I don't think the captain could go wrong thinking that he win in the match. I thought a word for this. If the captain tell you to go in and bowl, and you tell him, boss, I ain't think I'm going and bowl now, you know. He tell you go and bat number 2, boss, I don't be going and bat number 2, you know. As a captain, you're in for trouble. But Carl, you know better.
Don't go yet. Let me answer. You bring up a cricket thing. Let me answer you in a cricket way. West Indies cricket team went to the UAE and played some games against a club side up there, and they were struggling to win the club side. And I was telling people all the West Indies was winning the games. It troubles me that the club side playing so well. The chairman of selectors, Desmond Haynes, the Honorable Desmond Haynes, he said that the captain, who is the captain of the thing?
Craig.
No, not Craig. Anyway, the West Indies white ball captain. He said there's man in say he tell him when you talk about people like Hetman and we say nah, he comfortable with the set of players here. And then we go and we lose, we don't make the World Cup. So they could comfortable. But we, people like you, Clifford, and me, who have information, need to tell those among us who don't have information what really going on. The time will come. The time will come. So we have to keep people informed.
We might be here when the time comes. Remember, a lot of us may not be here when the time comes.
But we have to play our part now, even though we depart.
What a plane to tell you what I heard the lady say.
Yes.
And what a CC do now.
Yes.
It may pass a plane.
That's okay, Clifford. Yeah, you could. That's nothing.
So we need to do what we have to do. So thanks and have a blessed day. Yeah,
She's
smaller.
Sky, man. Yes.
The present administration seems, but then where shame is absent, anything could happen. They know they're not doing well.
Yes, yes.
Because every issue you raise, they cannot defend the issue.
Well, it cannot be defended.
They cannot say, look at what they say now about the seed program.
Yeah.
None of them cannot say that's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, they cannot.
So they go give or some diversionary thing to take your mind off the real issues. Mr. Cornwall don't know because they say they're asking for you in St. Patrick's East.
Yeah.
Last week Friday.
Yeah.
One of school child, when we say that, they say go on the carnage. By the gate you may see him because he was there that Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are the things they're doing.
Yes.
But time longer than 20. There will come a time when they got to answer.
Yeah, definitely.
For the stewardship.
Definitely.
The day will come.
No, well, it will happen.
And that will be the day.
Yeah, definitely.
When they got to answer, they only able to have people talking and things. People go talk in the liquor box.
Yeah.
What is your advice to NNP people through all of that smaller?
Well, I just have to tell the NNP people out there, we need to stay focused, and not be distracted, because, the NDC have a kind of way how they go about with the propaganda. And if you're not strong enough, they could get into you, and they like a lot of personal attacks, a lot of intimidation. They like to make you feel fearful, free to come out. For example, if the NNP go to organize a liquor meeting, maybe a few persons might feel intimidated to come out. So we have to be able to stand up, be strong, and at the end of the day, we must work together and the result will come.
That is the issue, we must as a nation come together.
Yeah.
And healthy criticism is good.
Of course,
because in this life of hypocrisy, most times persons who pretend to be your friends, they doesn't tell you the real thing.
All right, yeah, definitely.
And we here is real on RealFM.
Yeah.
And we're telling you the real thing.
The real thing.
So if you listen to us here, you must know and understand I could fix it. Because we come here and we talk about Victoria Police Station and that's how the commissioner remove them to a better location and he give them a vehicle. So yes, things happening.
Yes.
So we don't mean bad. It's not about hating. It's about trying to think.
Well,
and like I tell them, RealFM is the station they also listen because we're telling them what is real.
Yes.
Or that's telling them they're doing well.
Yeah.
When they know they're not doing well.
Well, you just have to keep it real.
But Small, if you were to add 700 persons to a list designed for poverty, something wrong?
No, something wrong. Something definitely.
Let's take the call. Morning call.
Hey, Master Carl.
Yo.
I had to call back because I had to listen to different programs, intermittent. And I just heard from the Prince I hit. Let's imagine that in this. Radio stations are run by ads. They are financed by ads. This man is advocating, my God, for statutory bodies to get rid of ads on stations like yours and WeFM because you guys speak in politics. Well, you do your do, let people do their do. What does that have to do with you? That's the level of and this go to the commission. Not a Deacon. Talk to this guy. Talk to this guy because
no. And first time I disagree with you, and I'll tell you why. He's saying what Deacon wants him to say. He don't say that for himself. All what he's saying is endorsed by Deacon. Don't get tired. Don't get tricked.
What?
All what the Prince of Hate saying is what Deacon want him to say.
But come on.
Don't get tricked and say talk to Deacon. And Deacon have to talk to him. Deacon talking to him and tell him to say that. Don't get tricked.
But Basaka, we're not in Nazi Germany.
And he proved that when he had the
interview with him in the
yes.
office.
So he unmasked himself. So all that the Prince of Hate saying is endorsed by the Prime Minister of Grenada. So the Prime Minister don't have to talk to him. The Prime Minister already talking to him.
What a statutory body like Lotto now, whoever send ads to you, this has to do with you. That's not your business.
No, he had to open a radio station. He said he want to open a radio station, so he want all for himself.
Well, I don't understand this nonsense. What do you want him to shoot, boy? I thought I'll have a good day, man.
Yes. Final 5 minutes. Igwe,
before we go, someone else, you want to say anything?
Yeah, well, just say thanks for the opportunity. It's my first time in this new location. you know,
first time I come since he.
Yeah.
So don't be a stranger.
You know, at all. You know, so thanks. You know, and I really appreciate it.
Well, we go push this song on that particular program because we don't put things on copyright.
No copyright it yet. No. leave it clean still.
Okay. All right, so thanks very much.
You get a touch ever so often.
All right, thanks, man. No problem.
And it was nice you taking the time out to be here and keep the struggle up. Don't let them run you. Don't let them ting you.
No, man. I tell you, I'm not afraid. You know, don't frighten for me at all. I mean, I know they come in, they're attacking personally, they're doing things, they're trying to intimidate me, intimidate my family. But I'm you know, how the strength.
They say they go around me down, you they catch me in a koozie can. But that's small thing.
They don't know your battlefield test.
Yeah.
They kill me too, they can't kill me too, man.
Yes, man.
All right, so we are at the end of the program, folks. Have a good one.
Off the phone and telephone me, oh God. Small axe, I know you could comprehend. My PM, I want you help me defend. Imagine the man just got in power. He says his grenade a biggest liar. Said the man is an attorney of law. Yes, the man is a big liar. But in case you still want a clue, he wanna go big case against workers for SGU. The man is a liar. Said by the stroke of the pen, every contract shall end and everyone shall make permanent. The man is a liar. He increases salary, decreasing money, which he said should be $650. That man is a liar. To get the nurses to hush, he top up the post with 500 every month. That man is a liar. Yes, a real big liar. That man is a professional liar. I'm telling you deep in that conversation, he said he not speaking about profession, oh God. He said he loved the PM, he's a real nice guy, but people said he better than Born to Lie. I say, well, mister, you puzzling me, because Born to Lie is an attorney. Well, the man get vexed and he start to buzz. Take transformation in your shot A, and you could make yourself a big clown. And right about now, his boots on the ground. The man is a liar. He promised the nation before consultation that he close in MNIB. The man is a liar. He promised us to rent a plane and he come back and say he ain't renting the plane again. That man is a liar. He told us to take heed. He will control the weed. He will trap it in the ocean. That man is a liar. Yes, a big liar. I say that man is a professional liar.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Carriacou is the place to be, August 4th to the 7th, for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme, Timeless Culture.